What's going on, everybody? This is JMO back again, bringing you some hardcore domination gameplay on the map Crusher. And as you can see, the game is just barely starting. At first, I was just going to go ahead and play this game. I was not thinking about recording it. And then at the very last second, I hit the record button because I remembered that I got a couple of requests from a couple of people asking me to bring a video on how I cap this particular map. And this particular gameplay was my first time playing this map in quite a while. I had not seen it on the rotation for quite a while, so I was surprised of seeing this map, which, to be honest, I'm not complaining. This is not one of my favorite maps. So again, I hit the record button, remembering this map had been requested. Now, as the game first started, you saw me spawn on the A side. I went straight to B and then came back to A. You see me die right here, and more than likely this would not have happened if I was using Dead Silence, which is a perk that I love using in this particular map. Ghost I use on every game. Dead Silence not necessarily, but on this map I love using it. You see me get that kill right there, and that's because I was able to hear him. Normally I don't run through that area right there, but because the footsteps are so loud on this particular map, that's why I love using Dead Silence. It helps you avoid a lot of deaths, or at least for me it does. So normally I like to show you guys the class setup that I'm using, but on this particular game I'm not. I ended up prestiging, so I don't have the perks that I like using, score streaks, and even some of the attachments. As you can see, I'm actually running around with the R3K's epic variant, the Wreck, that I was lucky enough to get from a common supply drop. So I don't have all the attachments that I love using, which is one of them happens to be a suppressor, and that's something that I like using on this map as well. Now, the way that I approach this map is that whenever I spawn on the A side, I like going to the B side, get some kills, go back to the A side and defend it, and vice versa. If I spawn on the C side, I like running over to the B side, help capture it, and then go back to the C side and go back and forth. I like to maintain two flags at all times, and that's normally what I try to do, and that's how I approach this map. Most other maps I like going from A to C, A to C, A to C. Not so much on this one. This one, again, A to B, back to A, or C to B, back to C. Now, at this particular part of the gameplay, it just kind of felt like they were everywhere, so I kept on checking the scoreboard area to see what was going on, and then I noticed that we were 2 men short. So at that point I decided to go ahead and slow it down some. What I've noticed most times is that whenever a team has at least 2 men more than you, they tend to get extra brave and try to triple capture. So at this portion, I'm anticipating for them to come to the C area, and as you can see, once you get a few kills, they'll be coming for you. Me not having that suppressor kind of gave him an idea where I was at, so they know I'm somewhere around the C area. They just don't know exactly where, which is why I like staying around a certain area though, but I do keep moving around. I don't stay in the exact same spot. So as you can see right here, that allowed me to be able to get a couple of kills right there. So if you're going to be defending an area, at least move around that spot. Don't stay in one particular spot the whole time, because then you will easily be killed. And so as you see me get that one kill, you see me moving right away, not only to move away from that spot, but also to call in my drone care package. And just as I called it in, the enemy calls in, I believe it's called a Trinity rocket or whatever it's called. So I see all my teammates spawning near me, so I kind of got a feeling that they were going to call it in where I was. So to avoid getting killed, I ended up phase shifting, since no damage can happen to you while you are in the middle of a phase shift. And so as the first half ends with me picking up a Trinity rocket of my own from that drone care package, I've realized that we need to capture 2 flags to be able to catch up and take over the lead if possible. So at this point, as I try to get a few more kills from this area, I'm actually playing with my brother. So what I did is I asked him to try to go capture A, since we're having a hard time capturing B, and see if we can get them to flip the spawn or have them come over to the C area. Now see, behind these tires is a really good spot. You can oversee C and be able to defend it. If you have a suppressor, they will not know where you're shooting them from, and if they end up passing right in front of me because they never really checked this area, you'll be easily able to get some kills. You see him run through there. He had no clue where I was, so this provides you nice little cover. So at this point of the game, as you can see, we got both A and C captured. Now you saw him pass me without even having a clue and able to see where I was. Now don't shoot them right away, right as they're right in front of you. Let them pass you by just a little bit and then kill them. This way they won't know that you killed him from right next to where the tires were. Make him think that you were actually chasing him down and shot him from behind. But once again, that behind us, those little, or in between those tires, that is a great spot. Now, as we're losing C right here, I was actually quite surprised that the guy was just literally just standing there. And even though I was able to get that easy kill, because me not having a suppressor, his teammate was able to hear me shoot him, and I ended up, getting that death right there. So now as I got spawned back to the A side area, I know that we need to capture B to try to catch them up, but don't just run outside this room. You see my team is getting out and killed, they go out and get killed. Make your way out this room really carefully, and as you do, always pre-aim at the corners, just as I did right there. And you saw me be able to pick up that easy kill right there, so always think that there's somebody there at the corner. Now at this point, my teammates are going to be capturing B, and even though you won't see me capture it, I'm right next to it providing cover for them in case somebody tries to flank them and shoot them from behind. So at that point I was just providing cover, so even though you may not see me have more captures than I do at the end, it doesn't mean that I wasn't nowhere nearby. A lot of times I'm actually just providing cover for them, so to try to make it easy for them to go ahead and capture. And just as I helped them capture or provide cover to help them capture B, you saw that A got taken away from us, and just as we recaptured back A, B got taken back. So this is a situation where, unlike the other gameplay that you saw me post last week, where they needed me to help capture flag areas and run around more, this particular gameplay required me to be able to help hold down areas, only because we just can't seem to hold it down. And so as you see me call in another drone care package, you see me get that kill right there, and once again not having a suppressor gave my position away and I got killed. Luckily I got spawned near to where I just called in my drone package, so I didn't lose it. So normally I like using the shock sentry as one of my score streaks to be able to help hold down areas though, but unfortunately because I ended up prestiging, I didn't have it available in this gameplay. So I'll try to bring you guys another gameplay on camping this spot with the stuff that I normally like using. In the meantime, I hope you guys were able to find this gameplay somewhat helpful. I believe I ended up going 28-7 in this game, but again I hope this was helpful in some kind of way. Hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay, and I will catch you all soon.